Welcome to my channel, KTB Archery. Today is Sunday the 11th of May. I've been shooting with the YMG 75-pound marked weight. Came out, measured at 106 pounds at 32 inches. I've also got the Cheonjigung 60 pounds marked weight, came out at 78 pounds at 32 inches. So it's been 10 weeks since I last shot with a YMG. It made me really tired and it developed a pain in my shoulder, which I think was due to impingement because of the way I was drawing and the frequency of drawing the bow. It was a bit too much. So I've taken a break for the last 10 weeks. Is it 10 weeks? About 10 weeks. Where I've been shooting the Majesty, the Jail, the SMG, the Cheonjigung, and I've also been shooting the Yeonmugung that arrived a couple of weeks ago. So over that time I've been exploring different draw styles, different technique, different form, you know, ways to just correct my technique, so I can come back and shoot the YMG safely without pain. And today I took it around the course, alternating between the Cheonjigung and the YMG on different shots. Some of them were better than others with the YMG, but getting there. Started off veering right a bit, but then corrected that towards the after the first few shots. So I was just going to sort of try and shoot some medium to longish distance shots down to the target, which is it there? Is it about there? It's some sort of black swan in the distance, down more or less about, where's he, there. So I'm going to take a few shots with the YMG and then a couple of shots with the Cheonjigung. Actually, I'll do the Cheonjigung first to warm up and then do the YMG. So I'll use white arrows for the Cheonjigung. So they're only 18 grains lighter, 300 spine, 300 grain points. So they shouldn't be too different from the red ones. I'll leave the red ones for the YMG. So let's have a go. Oh, I'm using the brass thumb ring for today because the YMG is quite strong. So brass is better. And even though this is one of the cheap brass ones, I do find it works quite well for me. But let's just stick to the brass for now. That's one shot. Could be a miss, it's just on the edge. Let's take another one. Gonna just do 2 shots with each. Don't want to overdo it, so this will be a short video. That's better. Let's try the YMG now. I still haven't found the arrow I lost last week. I went back to have a quick look. I might go a bit later, it's I think it's well and truly lost in the kingdom of the elderberry. Right, YMG. Bit to the right. One more. That's better. Let's have a look. There's bluebells all over the course. It's absolutely beautiful. This is my favourite time of the year. Just after the daffodils and then with the bluebells. So my second shot with the YMG was better, was dead centre. Too high for the kill. Let's just put it there. So first shot with the YMG, good height, but too far out. Second shot was centre, but the kill's in that area, so slightly too high. And with the Cheonjigung, first shot again a bit to the right, outside of the edge of the line, so that's a miss. And this one right on the line, so that's technically a wound, but still just on the outside. So, I mean, the YMG does shoot nice. It's just, I need to make sure that I don't hurt myself when I shoot it too much. So I was a bit nervous, I was a bit scared, and if I hadn't had video of me shooting this bow, I wouldn't have believed I could do it again. I do need to build my strength up, but I know it will happen, because for example with the Cheonjigung, it's almost a year old now, just a couple of weeks. I got it in end of May last year, and I was reviewing my old my review video of the Cheonjigung, and in it I said that this was too strong for me at the time, and it was going to be my aspiration bow, and the Majesty was just about right for me at that time. The 50-pound Majesty, which is 64 pounds full, 32 inches. This one, 78 pounds, 32 inches. And I said at the time that this was aspirational because I wasn't quite there yet. And I'm happy to say that I do feel that this is right now. You know, this is a good weight for me now. Feels good to shoot, doesn't hurt, doesn't strain. I don't feel like I'm overdoing it. And I think my sweet spot now is in the 55 to 60 pound marked weight Korean bows. So the Mujin, I picked it out at 55 because I had a gap in my progression. So I had 35, 40, 45, 50, and then a gap to 60 and another gap to 75. So I thought I'd cover the 55 gap with the Mujin, and it's come out quite close to this one in terms of weight. So you know, I'm happy with that, and it's like makes it slightly different. This one was a bit too much of a gap, you know, 15-pound difference in marked weight, but at the time I thought 70 was like, you know, just not too low, and I was very tempted to go for the 75 because it was on the cusp of the standard weights for YMG. So anything up to 75 pounds is a normal bow for YMG. Most other bowyers is 60 pounds, so anything after 60 you have to pay extra. With YMG, 75 is the standard price, and you only pay extra for 80 to 95. So I thought I'd just push myself that bit, and I think I kind of, you know, I pushed myself a bit too hard. But now, this now is my aspirational bow. This one is now a workhorse status. So yeah, I'm going to take it easy. Done a few shots today. I think I'm fairly happy with that. Actually, I'll do a couple of bottle shots, not too many, and then just see, you know, just to try and find my left-right balance with the YMG. Yeah, let's do some bottle shots. Okay, so set up the bottle. I'm going to take a few shots with the CJG Cheonjigung first, and then to warm up, and then I'll do a few shots with the YMG. Something else. Oh, actually, yeah. Something else I came across. I was listening to the Push Archery podcast, and there was an interview with Dewayne Martin, who shoots a lot of barebow, and in one of the things that he said was that he always goes out with a number of how many shots he wants to take, and then he stops after that number, because when he goes out bow hunting, it's only the one shot that counts. So shooting lots and lots of times doesn't add any value. It's better to know you've got one shot at that target or two shots, and that's what you do. So on this one I'm going to do the same. I'm going to take 3 shots with a Cheonjigung and then 3 shots with the YMG. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to just shoot and shoot and shoot like I have in the past. So I'm going to take 3 shots. I'm going to try and make them count, and and not just keep going. So first shot with a Cheonjigung. It's 1. Bit to the left. Oh, higher. And it's still to the left. Okay. Oh, does that count? Let's have a look. So I definitely hit the bottle, but the bottle fell over. It didn't go through. So yeah. So not quite a direct hit, but it was. There was contact. So now let's do the same thing with the YMG and see what happens. Right, 3 shots with a YMG. Bit to the right. Okay. Oh, that one went a bit high, but the line would have been perfect. So a bit lower. See what we can do. Oh, close, but no cigar. Let's have a look. So this was my first shot, my scout arrow, and that went slightly to the right, but it was at a good height. Then my second arrow was bang on the right line, but it was too high. And I tried to correct, and I went a bit lower, still on a good line. It would have hit the bottle, but it's slightly too high again. So I think if I'd carried on taking shots, I would hit the bottle eventually. But like I said, I'm going to take 3 shots and stop. I don't want to overdo it. It's the first time out with the YMG after a while, so I think I'm happy with where I am at the moment. Oh, come on. So there you go. I feel a bit tired. It's been a hot day today, so that just makes everything a bit more tiring. I can feel a bit of achiness on my shoulder, but to be fair, I've been feeling that, just from sleeping as well. Funny postures in the arm and I've been a lot more conscious about the impingement zone, so I'm trying to sort of sleep in a slightly different position, but I have woken up where my arm's been up there and it's just been in agony, so I just need to go easy on my shoulders. So I think that's it for this week. So shooting with the Cheonjigung and the YMG this week. Two very good bows, and you know, a pleasure to shoot. Different in their own ways, and quite interesting. So there we go. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.